Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Greg McCloskey from ForexLive.com. I'm not going to look at a Forex rate in this video. I'm going to take a look at the price of Nvidia. We have their earnings announcement tomorrow after the close, and the market is certainly gearing up for something good. Remember last quarter, the earnings came in better than expectations. Moreover, the company guided higher for the current quarter with revenues projected to be somewhere close to $11 billion. They were expecting $7 billion. That was a huge move, and as a result, the price has moved sharply to the upside, with today the price making a new all-time high. So let's take a look at the technicals and see what key levels will be in place through those earnings announcements tomorrow after the close. To start this analysis, I want to take a look at the daily chart, and I want to look at what happened last time. Here was the price was trading around $305 or thereabouts before the announcement of earnings after the close, and the price ended up shooting higher and closing the next day around 24% higher on the day. That was a huge move to the upside here, and as you can see, the momentum continued going forward with the price extending higher and higher, reaching a high price in July 14th to be exact of around $480. And in trading here today, the price extended above that level, moving to a high of $481.87 before rotating to the downside. We are currently trading down, I hate to say this, minus $6.66 or minus 1.43%, that old devil number, at $462.61. But yesterday, the price moved up over 8.4% in trading. So this is just some profit taking against that old high. But certainly, it is worth noting the double top that we're seeing in this stock, which will need to be broken tomorrow if the price is to go higher. But since we're trading at all-time highs, if we do break above that high, it just opens the door for further momentum to the upside. What traders would then look for if the price moves higher is that the price doesn't go back below the $480, that it stays above that and starts to build to the upside. So the upside technicals off of the earnings announcement tomorrow is simply get above the 480.81 level and stay above that level is more bullish. Now, the concern for traders is the downside, because most people are long stocks. What would hurt the bias from a technical perspective? What would shift the bias more to the bears side from a technical perspective? Or where might there be a good level to buy the market on a dip as a result of whether the data comes out worse than expected or the earnings come out worse than expected, or it is a sell the fact type of arrangement for traders in this stock's price action. So if we take a look at the daily chart, I have a few moving averages here. The first moving average is the 50-day moving average. That's the black line in this chart. That 50% daily moving average comes in right here at $437.92. Below that is the 100-day moving average down here, $371.55. To give you an idea of what type of move that would imply on a move to the downside, if we take the price here and move it down where the current price is and move it down to the 50-day moving average, that would be a about a 5.1% decline in the price from the current levels to get to the 50-day moving average. If we moved all the way down to the 100-day moving average, that would imply a move of around 19.5% decline from the current levels down to the 100-day moving average. Is that possible? Well, we moved up 24% on this earnings announcement. At the last earnings announcement, can we go down 20% or 19%? It's possible, but all the indications are that the price or that the earnings will still be strong. Now, we're not going to see some sort of drop off in those earnings, but you never know. Now, in between those levels are some other key targets that I want to put you in touch with from a technical perspective. And if it were to go below these levels, it would increase the bearish bias. The first is the 38.2% retracement of this move up from the low price just prior to the earnings to the high price that we saw in trading here today. The 38.2% retracement comes in at $411.65. And you can see that the price on its low after reaching the first high did break below that 38.2% retracement level and move to a low of $403.11 to be exact before rotating back to the upside. The next low price came in ahead of that 38.2% retracement, probably around the $418 level before moving higher over the last 3 trading days. So the 38.2% retracement, the $400 level, let's round this low up to the down to the $400 level, will be targets on the downside that if we do get something more less bullish, I guess, and if we market should break below the 50-day moving average, this area would be another key target area that we would expect to see short-term buyers try to enter into the market. Interestingly enough, this low price right here also is near the $400 level. So I'm going to put a yellow area from here to here, indicating the key support target. On the downside, break below the 50-day moving average at 437.94. Look toward the $400 level down here up to $411 as a support level that we should find support buyers against from a technical perspective. If it goes below that level, then we'd start to look toward the 50% retracement at $389, and then we look toward the 100-day moving average at $371.56. Again, this would be a 19% move to the downside. So what type of move would it be to head down toward the $400 level? If we were to put the range here and head on down to this $400 area right here, it would be a 12.16% decline. Not out of the question, okay, to have a 13% decline, but the first things first, we need to get below the 50-day moving average to start that move to the downside, to work our way toward that level. And if we do get toward that level, again, I would expect short-term buyers to come in against that area unless the number is just a total miss and they start to readjust their feelings about AI and the impact on their earnings going forward as well. So that is how the daily chart is looking for this stock, for Nvidia stock. What does the hourly chart tell us if we were to look closer at that? And I want to first focus on this 437. That's the 50-day moving average. So let's go to the hourly chart next. And if we take a look at this chart right here, the black line represents the 50-hour moving average. The blue line represents the 100-hour moving average. And remember the $437 level, which was a 50-day moving average. And you can see that the 50-hour moving average and the 100-hour moving average are right around that $437 level. So that increases that area's importance from a technical perspective, not only on the hourly chart, but also on the daily chart. $437 is going to be a key level that if it was broken, we could expect further selling pressure. So just keep that in mind, the importance of that $437 level going through the earnings announcement. And from a technical perspective, if we break below that level, not only will the hourly chart turn more negative, but the daily chart would also be breaking below the 50-day moving average. Here's the $400 level. As you can see on this chart, the 400-day moving average was home to a number of different swing levels. We had a swing low right here, another swing low right here, swing low here, 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 all near this $403 level, and here as well on the last dip. So a pretty decent support there. Going back on the hourly chart, that increases that level's importance going forward. So I hope this video helped you out from a technical perspective. Again, on the top side, if we break to new session highs, it's just stay above the old high near the $480. On the downside, we're going to be looking at $437, and we're going to be looking at the $400 level for support on any sort of dip off of either worse earnings or sell the fact type of movement in this stock, Nvidia. My name is Greg Michalowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.